This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Rumstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Aggies will kick it away to start us off. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. Looking for some space. It's Williams. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Ball carrier tackled there. The Sooners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And 3rd down, it's a handoff. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today, we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
2nd down after the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Fires it down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. He's looking deep again. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Sooners will line up to boot it away. And the offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Pitch to the back.
Well, the scouting report says these guys like to mix in some option, and here it is early in this game, and they're trying to establish it. Nice pitch here and a big game for the offense.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
But that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. About
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First down, we're going to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Aggies will send their punt team onto the field. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? He's running out of time here. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. He just missed him. So after the incompletion, it's second down. He keeps it on the design run. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Must convert here on third down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. The pass rush closing in. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
And the Sooners will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll field the punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? He's going to pull it down and run.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Get some space around the 30. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up the first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They had been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M uni.
First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds after the great play. Solid return to set up his offense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He could go at the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense gets involved in the scoring. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we had good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Tries to get it to the running back.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. Quick throw over the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And As we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back. He escapes the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
With the defense in man coverage, nobody there to account for the quarterback. A clear path opens up, a lot of space out in front. The quarterback made the defense pay big time.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down. The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on third down. Bringing pressure. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Woo, good job by this defense. That quarterback doesn't need much room. They did a heck of a job to keep him out of the end zone, and now we got a fourth and goal situation.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. On the move now. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Boy, risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
2nd and long now from their own 5-yard line. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Defense is coming after him, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Good effort by the return man. They get but that's a solid gain on the return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, what a grab! And that broken tackle will earn him 1st down yardage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and he couldn't quite hold on. The big guy had a chance for a 1st down interception, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this 1st half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the 1st half alone.
Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it with room to run. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the mark. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. To throw, it's Van Buren. He's running out of time here. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
The pass rush closing in. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to chuck it again. Receiver makes the grab. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Movement here from the tight end. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it, enough for a first down. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. The pocket breaking down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Quarterback keeps the football. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. The sure hands. It's Armstrong. And the junior makes an outstanding catch. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it deep to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Brown. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. To the air, it's Hawkins. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
1st and 10 now for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Just trucks the man. The Sooners are going to keep this drive moving. 1st down and 10.
Well, they get the first down here, Chris, and look at them. They're already at the line of scrimmage, getting the call from the sideline. They're ready to go.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, that's his 3rd interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Here he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They are pouring it on now.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Breaks free down the left takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And he's got it. The two-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a two-score game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Texas A&M offense back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. To throw, it's Hawkins. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
He's back to throw again on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Close to the tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Aggies pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
I thought the defense might just give up after that last play. Such a big game, already trailing in this game. But instead, how about the turn of events? Big-time sack. See if they can create some momentum now.
The sack sets up second down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Sooners. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Brown. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. He'll hand it off. He breaks free. He's in the clear. He's at the 50. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Wood. Going for his running back. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Delivers quickly to the left side. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies. Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch in the 2 points.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they start short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Looking right, this one caught. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring out second down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter.
A deep shot to the right. Caught inside the red zone and still running. The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The completion makes it second down. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for the passing game. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how much shows up for a touchdown. Oh, my gosh, Chris. All he had to do is look it in, and he drops it. Let's see how that drop ends up affecting him the rest of this game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll try the right side on the toss. Breaks free. Gets the first and still running. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. They got a nice game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Will actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Dropping back. It's Hawkins. Screen to the wide receiver. Breaking free at midfield.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. And I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
And the Aggies pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Leaning on the run game here late. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Sooners offense is back out on the field. The time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Looking to scramble. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To throw, it's Van Buren. Pressure is coming. But the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do it.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Now, trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as he try to cut in to this lead. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. They're going to run it. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Throwing off play action. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line. They knew they're going to need clutch plays like that, Kirk. This is a battle we expected to come down to the final minutes. It looks like the higher-ranked team's going to dodge the upset and move on.
Yeah, good for them to be able to close this game out. They played very, very well and very deserving. You know, for the loser in this game, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Try to get yourself in position to still make a run at the end of the year.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. I'm going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter to stop him for a loss. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled